Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh yes, this is gonna be a good one. Stay tuned. Hey, what's up, ladies and gents? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, and here we are, guys. We are about to do a review of Jack the Ripper. Oh man, never thought I would see the day where I would be reviewing Jack the Ripper. Yeah, man. Of course, Jack the Ripper is, well, nobody really knows who the hell Jack the Ripper was. Of course, there's been a lot of conspiracy theories of who Jack the Ripper was, what his identity was, whether he was a male or a female, whether he existed at all. Well, he did exist. I mean, he did exist because he killed a lot of people, but nobody really knows the true identity of Jack the Ripper. I know one of you guys in the comment sections are going to be like, no, they found out that Jack the Ripper was this person. Technically, they don't really know. I mean, there's a lot of hearsay, there's a lot of stories on who Jack the Ripper was, what his real name was, but anyways, enough of that. Let's focus on the action figure. So here is a little read-up. You know what? Let's do a little read-up on Jack the Ripper since we're here. So one of the most notorious serial killers noted for the mystery surrounding his identity than his body count. Brutally killed and mutilated at least 5 prostitutes with a straight razor on the dark, foggy, dangerous streets of 1888 London. Although it's the subject of much speculation to this day, Jack the Ripper's true identity remains unknown. So there you go. His true identity remains unknown. And man, this just looks beautiful, dude. Looks beautiful. It's the perfect time to do Jack the Ripper, because guess what? It's almost Halloween. Let's take him out the package and let's get to the reviewing. Okay, we got Jack out of the package. I ripped Jack the Ripper out of his package. Oh, look at that. I'm here all night, folks. Alright, so here is Jack the Ripper, man, and he looks like he has a peg leg. Looks like it, a peg leg. Never knew he had a peg leg, but then again, Jack the Ripper is mostly based on myth, so I guess you can give him whatever you want. You can make him look however you want, and he does look freaking creepy, dude. That face. Oh my goodness, man. Look at this. Creepy! Love the blood splatteredness. Love the coat right there. Of course, this is an older Mcfarlane figure, so you know, guys, it's pretty much a statue. Head movement, none. You can't really get his head to move. It stays in that position. Don't know why. Arms are articulated, but be careful because it's an older figure. It's been in the package a while, so it's gonna take a crack or two at it to crack his arms. Let's see. And here's all his utensils just kind of hanging on there. Oh, sorry. His coat was actually glued to his stomach. His coat didn't open, but I just opened it. Some paint came off, but it's all good. But I wanted to show you all of his utensils right there. A saw blade, a couple of knives, a big freaking knife, and then you got some, looks like some tweezers right there. Just hanging from his belt. That face, man, that face is freaking creepy, dude. So, what does Jack come with? He comes with a hat, which I'll put on him now. I'm guessing it has to go this way, right? This way, or this way? It looks like this way. I'm just going by the shape of his head. So it is a rubberized hat, and it goes on to Jack like that. What else is articulated? That's pretty much it, guys. He's a statue. His arms are articulated. His wrists are somewhat articulated. And there you have it. There's the back. If you're wondering, it's a rubber. Not a hard rubber, but it is a rubber. Not that kind of rubber, you naughty folks. And he comes with a briefcase, which is leaking blood. I'm guessing he can either hold it in his hand like that. He didn't come with any other accessories, huh? No weapon or anything, so I guess you could put the bag in here, in his hand like that if you want to. So he doesn't come with any weapons, but guess what? Guess what, ladies and gents? So if you guys saw my last review of Leatherface right here, and you guys know I'm going to have Leatherface posed with the chainsaw, right? He did come with some murder weapons as well, but I have no use for him because Leatherface is going to be holding the chainsaw. So that leaves me with these weapons right here that I can give Mr. Jack the Ripper. Shall it be this bar? Shall it be the meat cleaver? Shall it be the hammer? Shall it be the knife? What do you guys think? It seems like he likes smaller weapons, but then again, I don't think the crowbar was of his time. I know the meat cleaver was of his time, so let's see how he looks holding the meat cleaver. Yeah, it's kind of small in his hand. Let's see, what about this hammer? This hammer looks like before his time as well, because I don't think they had this hammer in 1888. You could make it work, or actually, this kind of looks like his kind of weapon right here. Let's see how this looks in his hand. Yeah, that actually looks more like what Jack the Ripper would use. So we gave him a weapon right there. And you're wondering, hey, friendly neighborhood YouTuber, what else does he come with? Well, he comes with this awesome, excuse me. He comes with this awesome base. 3-piece base right here. Let me bring my camera down just a little bit, and I'll show you the base he comes with. So he comes with the wall, another piece of a wall, so it plugs into there. It's a brick wall. And then, being that there's pegs here at the top, and then you got 3 pegs here at the bottom, you just align the shapes, and boom, you got a wall of London, a London wall. No London Bridge, just the London Wall. On the base right there, you can see it's covered in blood. And then there's the brick wall. It is a hollow plastic. You can see some of the glass right here that's broken out. And I actually think, you know what? I actually think the briefcase actually goes into this hand right here, because let me switch out his knife, because as you guys can see, the blood splashed right there, and then you put the briefcase right there, and it goes down into the blood like that. I'm giving you a tutorial of where the blood goes. So, yeah, and it looks like he holds... Sorry, Jack, let me take off your hat for a moment. It looks like he holds his briefcase, and the briefcase is made of like a hard rubber, but the handle itself is made with a soft rubber. So there is Jack holding the briefcase. Let's put his hat back on, and let's put, where did the knife go to? Put the knife into this hand, because yeah, this looks like he would be holding the knife in this hand. And oh shit, look at that, it broke off. Son of a bitch. It's all good. I got other weapons that he can use, but that sucks. All right, it wasn't meant to be, Jack. We'll give you a different weapon, man. I got other weapons I can choose from. So he pegs into the base like so, obviously. And there you have it. Beautiful, beautiful display piece. He pegs in very, very nicely. Of course, there's the briefcase right there. Hanging right there. The blood is dripping from the briefcase. Like so. Like so. And then the blood matches with his peg leg right there. Very, very nice figure, man. I never thought I would actually own a serial killer action figure, dude. I mean, all these guys right here are serial killers, but they're not based in real life, you know what I mean? This guy is based in real life. I think this is the first action figure that's I actually own that's based on a serial killer that actually existed. Right? I mean, there's no Ted Bundy, there's no Jeffrey Dahmer action figures. I don't think there is, anyways. But yeah, it's kind of weird and surreal that I'm reviewing a person who actually existed, who actually murdered people, who became famous, and now, you know, fast forward over 100 years later, and I am on a YouTube channel reviewing this guy who murdered prostitutes. Actually, he didn't murder hundreds of people. He only murdered, like, prostitutes, right? 5 prostitutes, was it? Only 5. That's it. Only 5 prostitutes. I mean, compared to today's serial killers, man. Yeah, today's serial killers, man, they go on a rampage and they kill 20, 30, 40, 50 people. And they just keep on going, man. They keep on giving. Or they keep on taking, however you look at it. Anyways, let's get off this topic. So here is Jack the Ripper, man, looking pretty damn awesome, dude. It's so hard to say awesome because you know this is based on a real life person. So there's the back right there, and it feels weird too. It really does feel weird. I apologize if I offend anybody. That's not my intention. Yeah. Usually I don't like bloody figures like this, but for some reason this guy just caught my eye, and I just really, really wanted to get this guy. I don't know if, you know, if they ever came out with a Ted Bundy or a Marilyn Manson, not Marilyn Manson, but Charles Manson, jeez, Charles Manson figure. I don't know if I would buy him, being that, you know, I guess Jack the Ripper, we don't know his identity, so they can make him into whatever they want to make him into, and then you get this guy right here. So, okay, let's do some measuring, guys. Oh my goodness. So, Jack the Ripper, without his base all the way up to his top hat, I guess if you want to call that a top hat, he's at about a little bit over 7 inches on his base. He's at 7 3/4 tall. And then all the way up to his base, to the top of his base, is just a little bit under 9 inches, if you guys can see that. Listen, guys, a really, really dope figure. Statue, I guess statue would be the more appropriate word, because you can only get him posed in one pose, and this is the pose that you see right here. Even though he does have articulated arms, they don't really serve a purpose. But the overall detail, the weapons, he stands nicely. I like how they look, and you can definitely tell this guy is from London just by looking at his teeth. No disrespect to all my British people out there, all my British subscribers out there. But you can tell just by looking at his face, he's British. It's a very, very awesome display piece, man. Listen, I definitely recommend it, man. If you love older Mcfarlane figures, statues, articulated statues, this guy is for you. So before I give you my rating and end this review, let's do some comparisons. So here were the last two figures that I reviewed of Leatherface right here. I did a versus episode of these two guys. If you didn't see it, check it out. Very, very awesome two pieces, two Leatherfaces right here. Just to get these guys out the way, here was Ash. This is NECA, of course. Ash, and then you have Jack the Ripper. And then Michael Myers. Michael Myers and Jack the Ripper. The originator with the imitator. I guess, right? Speaking of another slasher, why not? Let's bring in Ghostface. And these are some of my last reviews, guys. So if you didn't see them, check them out. Check out some of my last reviews. You can go onto my playlist under horror reviews, and you can see all these reviews. Here's Sam from Trick or Treat. Let's see. Here's another Ash figure from Ash vs. Evil Dead. Speaking of evil, Evil Ernie. Like I said, these are all under my horror reviews. Chucky with Jack the Ripper. And let's see, do you guys want to see some more Nosferatu while Michael Myers is passing out right there? Nosferatu, another, I guess, legend. Another legend. We don't know if he's real or not. Nosferatu. Okay, guys, let me give you my rating. I think I've rambled on enough about this figure, man. This guy is really, really dope, man. Listen, for display purposes, he's freaking awesome, dude. If you like creepy, cool stuff, if you like serial killers, real-life serial killers, then you'll probably like Jack the Ripper. Mcfarlane did an amazing job, man. If you're wondering, before we end this review, what year did this come out? It came out in 2004. So essentially a 16-year-old figure. Here is it's from Mcfarlane Monsters 3, Six Faces of Madness. Right there. Exclusive Collectors Club. Right there. Pack. One-of-a-kind package. And then he's 2004 August 2004 Alien vs. Predator figures. And this is Movie Maniacs Series 7. So yeah, if you're wondering, it's from Mcfarlane's Monsters 3, Six Faces of Madness. So yeah, you can get some, actually based on real life, this line is based on real life monsters, I guess. I think you have Attila the Hun, I think is in one of these, and a couple of other real life figures that were based in real life. So I think that's what this line was based on, figures that were actually real, and they made action figures out of those figures. So let me give you my rating, man. I think I've rambled on enough. This guy is awesome. Detail is amazing, of course. I'm not going to base him on action figure status. He's an articulated statue, which I'm known for reviewing, you know, especially when it comes to Mcfarlane. The base is done very nicely. Could they have done better? Maybe. I do like the black fading into the brown right there. I do like the black cracked window right here as well. The briefcase is done nicely. The blood splatteredness is done very nicely. The face sculpt is done nicely. Hat, coat. Everything about this guy is a sculpted masterpiece, man. So I really, really like him. Probably the only thing that I don't like, which doesn't bother me, is that they didn't give him a weapon, even though he has all these weapons right here, but they can't come off his belt. But I got plenty of murder weapons that I can put into his hand, obviously. You saw me attempt one, but I can give him another weapon because I have other weapons from all my other horror action figures, so finding another weapon for him is no big deal. So, let me give you my rating. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, you know, guys, I'm going to give this guy I'm going to give him an 8.5. He's a little bit better than the 8, but he's not as good as a 9. He's good, but he's not good enough to where I can give him a 9. So 8.5 out of 10 I think is really, really good. Beautiful piece. Love the weapons here. Like I said, beautifully sculpted. Blood is done very nicely. The base is done very nicely. That's pretty much how I'm going to have them displayed, because that's the only way you can have them displayed. So a really, really awesome articulated statue. Okay, guys, tell me what you think of Jack the Ripper. Do you guys like him? Do you guys own him? Do you guys plan on picking him up? This lost treasure, I think, is a lost treasure. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. We'll go ahead and leave it at that, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Did I just repeat myself? I think I repeated myself. I just want to thank you guys for watching in. I'll catch you guys in the next review. Peace out.